Hello and welcome to or welcome back to Illuminaughty Mystex, my tarot-ish channel. Alright, I have started and re-recorded this video probably 6 times in the last 5 minutes. I am just not quite in the zone. Clearly I'm not home right now, so maybe it's throwing me off a little bit to be in this new space. It is a temporary space. I will be home soon. And also I would like to make it clear that although I am in many different places lately, I am only seeing the same handful of people, and I am quarantined in those spaces because I know I've been talking a lot about the masks and health and staying home, and here I am saying I'm not home right now. But again, I'm only seeing the same people. You may also notice my dear friend Oribus. Oribus is a cinnamon roll gang creation that I purchased at the lovely boutique store Space Dust in LA. He wanted to be a part of the readings today, but also I wanted to mention that Space Dust is having a little contest. You can go over to their Instagram, Space Dust LA, at Space Dust LA, and you can enter to win a $100 gift card. Details on the page. I'll even maybe link it in the description. So it's a little late in the evening. I have places to be and more readings to do. I gotta get home eventually, right? So right now I'm about to do pretty much a 1-card draw for each sign and just make one video for the full zodiac. It's very late in the month. I want to get to elemental readings before the month is over as well. Those will be individual, but I simply do not have the time or energy for 12 separate videos right now. There was a ton of extra content this month between the lives and the extra videos. I did more personal readings this month than I have in a while also. So please deal with it. I will be resuming the individual videos come December. I just try to fit in 2 zodiac readings and 2 elemental readings a month, and I wanted to honor that despite the fact that I'm running out of time. So it's going to be a little different, but I will timestamp in the description so that you can skip ahead and skip to your sign. I feel like there are some general messages that I would like to share with everyone, because something that's been on my mind a lot lately and other people's minds that I've talked to is friendship. And I think part of the reason we get a little sentimental about friendship this time of year is because of the holidays, right? We start to miss people. We think about past holidays that we've spent with people between Friendsgiving and Secret Santas, that we just get a little nostalgic for some of our former connections. And I'm here to remind you that not every connection is meant to be permanent. Not everyone is supposed to be your friend forever. And it's important to also just sort of take the good memories and focus on them, despite any sort of falling out or odds between you. I think it's very important to take what you got out of that friendship and carry on with it, right? Even our worst enemies have most likely been our friends at one point, and I'm sure that we've all learned from those people, be it the times we were their friend or when we ended those friendships, okay? But nobody owes you anything. You can apologize all day long. Some people won't forgive you, right? There's this other sort of phenomenon that happens, I think, where someone may not be your friend. God, that card got far. I may even just pause this real quick. Okay, sorry, I had to go pick up that card. So, what was I saying? There's also this phenomenon that you might not get along with someone in a group of friends, right? Or your friend is still friends with this person that you no longer get along with. And I just want to say, nobody owes you anything, right? If they want to continue a friendship with that person, then they're going to. And it's not up to them to have your back in the sense that they are now cutting off people in their life on your behalf, right? Reversely, if you want to remain friends with someone that the other person isn't friends with anymore, that might be a judge of character for them. They might want to associate with you less because of it. And so it goes both ways, but nobody is wrong in that scenario. And I just think that's something to remember in these kind of times where you might not get invited to somebody's Friendsgiving because someone else got invited instead, or you might not be at the Christmas party, although nobody should be having Christmas parties. It's just one of those things. Nobody owes anybody anything. Not civility, not forgiveness, not politeness even. I guess that would be civility, but either way. Nobody owes you shit except maybe money, and even then they don't have to pay it. Unless, of course, they legally have to pay it. But good luck with that. Anyway, a lot of cards came out, so I guess we can just do a general collective reading, especially pertaining to friendships. Because like I said, it has been on my mind a lot lately. I've been fretting over people I'm no longer friends with, and some of them we can reconnect easily, and it's like nothing ever happened, and it's no big deal because there was never really a falling out. Others, years later, are not ready to forgive, and that's okay. You just have to move on from it, right? But everyone I've spoken to recently has been going through a very similar sensation, which is why I did want to take the time to just address it for us all, right? I think it's the holidays, the season, you know, what have you. So, yeah, let's just see what this general collective reading is about. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit, okay? So Virgo energy. The thing about the Hermit is it's all about doing it yourself, going within, looking to your own inner voice for your answers, okay? I think it's also a very good card to represent winter, isolation, hibernation, especially during a quarantine time. You really don't want to be going out right now anyway, so you might as well just hermit your way in the house, okay? There's a lot of face down cards here, so we will be addressing that, but let's just see what's face up. We have the Fool, which is a journey, okay? You're on a brand new journey. Don't think about bridges that have been burned. Just focus on the bridges that are still standing, or the bridges that you're, building, okay? We have the Five of Cups, disappointment on its side. When a card is on its side, it can be tipped up or it can be tipped down. And when it's tipped down, it's the opposite. When it's upright, it's what it is, okay? So if it's on its side, you know, as you continue on this journey, if you want to focus on people who are no longer in your life and wonder where it went wrong or what happened, you might just end up very disappointed when you try to reconnect and find that they still don't want a connection with you, right? Or you can fucking forget about it and save yourself the disappointment and move on and move forward on your path. Okay, we have the Three of Discs, works, all right? Things are balancing out right now. Everybody's sort of getting used to the general energy that's been happening, and people are figuring out how to work through a pandemic, etc., etc. But here we have the Nine of Discs on its side, so same rules apply. Tip it up. You can get a lot out of this experience. You can make a lot of money from home. You can work hard to achieve these goals, or you can say, this sucks, I hate it, and get nothing. It's pretty simple. We have the Knight of Wands here, okay? Could be a fire sign man, could be you, passionate. It's also Sagittarius season. Happy Sagittarius season. Coming in hot, coming in with the feels, right? Coming in to save the day. Big Sagittarian energy. And then we have Death, which is Scorpio. We did just end Scorpio season. It could be somebody that's passed on. I don't know. It's weird. This light, when I started the reading, went out and I didn't say anything. But when I said death, it came back on. Thought that was really weird. So we might have some channeled messages from the other side for some of you, specifically Sagittarius, I would say. Could also be the end of a cycle. Could be a timeline where we're talking about Sagittarius season and something's going to happen for you at the end of Sagittarius season, which will put us closer to the new year also. But a lot can happen and a lot can change in a very short amount of time. So focus on what's important. Focus on yourself. Focus on your true friends, your real friends, and not the people you've left behind, because they really don't matter anymore, right? Let's see what we got face down. Over here we have two cards going in two different directions, okay? So basically you can't have one and the other. What are they? Ten of Wands, oppression, and Nine of Swords, cruelty. All right, so it's almost like, okay, so you could be really stressed out and feel like your mental health is collapsing, but at least you're not self-harming or holding it against yourself. Or you can like feel good while having really destructive behaviors. And so neither one of these are great, and we honestly don't want either one. So it's actually a shame to see them working like this, where we'd rather not have either rather than having to have one. So very strange, but alas, here we are. what's this? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so turning it around. You know, right now you might be in this phase of going back and forth of like, fuck self-care, hate everything, I want to do drugs, get fucked up and hurt myself. Or you're just like, I'm cool, I'm handling it, but actually I'm really stressed out, I need to see a therapist, I don't know what to do, I'm losing my shit, but hey, at least I'm not on something kind of energy, right? Wheel of Fortune, this will change. This little cyclical pattern that a lot of us are stuck in right now will change. And that's where the Fool comes in, right? So what else is on this journey right now? Three of Swords, virtue, balancing, figuring it out, taking these high tension, high emotions and bringing it back to the self and deciding what wands are you going to keep and what wands are you going to get rid of, right? What's really important to you? What feelings do you really need to feel? Maybe happiness, sadness, and excitement, or anger. I don't know why you would choose anger, but at the same time, it's passion, right? Either way. And, you know, it's up to you, and it's about your perspective, whether or not you're going to find this time very disappointing. The Moon, manifesting, Pisces energy, all right? Five of Discs, worry, okay. Things are not great, but the more you focus on your money problems, the more you'll have money problems. You need to focus on making the money, even though I do sometimes recommend not manifesting money directly and rather manifesting work that you want to make you money, or manifesting something that can be financially beneficial, but either way. Two of Wands, Dominion. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. It looks like, whatever, I'm not going to say much, but it looks like some of you might be holding on to relationships for financial purposes. You don't realize that you've called worry into your life, right? Because these are dark times, but it's all about what you think about. It's what you put your mind to. And you're a little worried, probably financially, which everyone is. Again, it's a pandemic. Who are we kidding? Then we have this Two of Wands, Dominion, which for me represents relationships. And the way that I'm reading this is that because you've manifested money problems, you've also manifested a relationship that balances your financial situation, okay? And whether or not that's a good thing is really up to you. I'm not here to tell you that you're in a toxic relationship or that it's worth it. Not saying either way. That's up for you to decide. How do you view this? But what I do see is that you've come together with someone because of a money situation. And so you either made a bad investment or you made a good investment by being with this person. Okay? But just follow your passion. These things end, right? Money problems can't last forever. So I'm going to get into the individual sign polls. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to draw 12 cards and then go through them one by one. And then when I'm reading for each sign, I will check the voicemails. Oh, Lady de los Muertos, you owe me a tip. Yeah, that goes for anybody who just listened to that message. So let's get a one card pull for each of our zodiac signs. We are talking Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. It'd be kind of funny if I did, but I don't think I did. All right, what's going on? Looking to get one card per sign. So some of them are face down, and obviously I'm a big fan of the big reveal, am I not? But I think I'm just going to flip them right face up because that's sort of the energy that we're serving by doing a one card pull where it's not going to be a story, you know. So I'm just going to flip them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Again, I don't really have a plan. I don't know how this is going to work. I did something similar on Halloween. But I don't think that I will be using this deck. I think I am going to try to limit it to one card per sign. Well, 1 card per deck per sign. Right. Okay. But now that I'm thinking about it, okay, bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands, swiftness. So maybe acting upon emotion, but doing so in the best way that you can. Sort of moving in all directions, but moving ultimately towards happiness. I think I might pull... See, but these are... Well, no, I guess they're the same size. I think I'll just pull one of these for everybody as well while I'm at it. Okay. I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change. I can change, I can change, I can change. If it helps you fall in love. Little LCD sound system for ya. Because the first card I got was the Mummy, which is change. I don't know how you would have known that if I didn't say it. So, okay. If it helps you fall in love, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change, never change. That's just who I fell in love with. In love. I think the cards are totally digging the song, right? Okay. I think this is going to be fun. I think it'll be good. Okay, I'm going to do... I'm just gonna look, so I don't know which one's which, and then I'm just gonna go stop. Okay, perfect. Right, so I have 1 card from each. Top of the deck is the Chariot. Shout out Cancer. But also smooth sailing ahead, you guys and gals and whoever in between. Smooth sailing ahead. Bottom of the deck, Werewolf Wildness. Show us who you really are. Okay? We don't like the clean cut shit. We want a little wildness. Anyways, we'll look at the top of the deck too. Cauldron, synergy and healing. Okay? Coming together and accepting that we may be broken, but knowing that we can fix it. Right? Anyway, going to get on with it, starting with Aries. So, we have 9 of Swords, cruelty, and we have Mummy, change. And I do love to see these cards together because obviously the 9 of Swords is not a great card. And I hate that we are ending the month on that note, and I'm really sorry to whatever y'all are going through, which is probably different. I'm not really getting into storylines right now. This is just things that you might need to hear at this point. You may be kind of going through this mode of torture and just maybe even hating everything. I'm getting this strong sense of hatred and anger coming from you, Aries, but that will change. Okay, we have the Mummy, and the Mummy is change. So just stay strong. Try to keep on keeping on, essentially. And no, really, you've got this. Okay. Taurus, we have 7 of Wands, Valor, and the Veil, the future. I am highly resonating with this. The 7 of Wands being Valor, it's being brave. And what are you being brave about? The future. Okay? You are just like boldly going into the unknown, but God damn it, you're doing it. And you're doing it well. You know? You're facing it, maybe facing the fear, facing your own reality, understanding what you've manifested for yourself. all of the above. And I'm really proud of you, and I know our time is coming. I know personally I'm one of those people who says, oh, I'll have my time. My time will come. My time will come. Well, guess what, bitch? Time is now. You got to take it while it's being given. All right? I love that for us, Taurus. Gemini. We have the Prince of Swords, air energy, not the most mature, not your fullest form, but still air energy. Prince of Swords and ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. It's time for you to connect, Gemini. Here's the thing, I think, is being an air sign, you're very much up in the clouds, very much not necessarily unattached, but just almost unreachable, okay? So it's time to sort of find your roots. It's time to find some solid ground so that you can connect to those who have come before you, those who made you, all right? We can't catch you all the way up there, and they're not going to try that hard, right? It's time to come down, talk it out, pray about it, but they want to connect with you, Gemini, and it's time that you honor them, and it's time that you listen, all right? Stop fighting it. You're very much fighting it. Now is the time to do it. All right, I'm making them all a minute long. So Cancer, we've got indolence, a little bit of laziness going on, Cancer. Cups, which, okay, we love to see it for a water sign, but it's not great cups, being lazy, straight up being lazy. Which I'm surprised Taurus didn't get this. I've been super fucking lazy lately, but I'm replenishing my energy. Anyway, getting a little lazy out here, Cancer. Just because you got it doesn't mean you are going to keep it. Everything takes constant work. Your job, your home, everything, right? And here it is, zombie, control. Get off fucking social media. Point blank, period. Not much else to be controlling us these days. You are consuming way too much and you need to be putting out instead of taking in. Period. You're getting lazy because you're under control. And that's not where you want to be. I promise. Take a break. Leo. The light just went off again, if you watched the intro. We have Knight of Swords, and we have Ghost, Regret. Okay, so here's the thing, Leo. You might be working really hard at something, right? This Knight of Swords, he's coming in hot, flying through the sky. He's very hardworking. Those swords are practical, right? But I don't think you're working on what you want to be working on. Why are you so full of regret, but so dedicated? That's not balanced. That is not what we want to see at all, is it? It's not. It's just straight up not. You need to sort your priorities again, and you need to figure out what you actually want to be doing so that you don't regret what you're currently doing, okay? You don't want to be stuck in that energy of, I got to do this, but I don't want to do this. Not a good place to be, is it? Okay, so Virgo, we got Nine of Cups, happiness. Okay, I think this has come up a lot in the Virgo readings lately, from what I remember. And then eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. Good for you, because I do recall there was some turmoil with relationships for Virgos in the last couple readings. And I think just the earth sign reading in general. But honestly, you're making it work. And if you have a soul bond with this person, then they're absolutely worth it. And if that's how you really feel, don't let anybody stand in your way. Okay? It's all good. It's true love. I'll say it right now. It's true love. All right? But just make sure that you are feeling happy and that it is the right person. Okay? Just because we are talking about love is love and eternal love, you have to recognize what connections this applies to. Okay? So, good for you! We have Libra. Okay, Libra, you've got Four of Wands, completion, and winter, the sacredness of pausing. All right, so you might be closing out some cycles or just generally feeling fulfilled, or the ending of a cycle is your fulfillment, right? But then winter, I think winter will be very fruitful for you. It's okay if you're going to take time off work, if you want to stop school for a little while, take a semester off, if you are taking a break from your partner. I think this is the perfect time to do it. I think this is a great time for you to do that. You know, hibernate a little bit. Nothing wrong with withdrawing or pulling back a little bit, okay, Libra? You don't have to be doing everything all the time. You don't. Nobody said that you have to. So don't force anything upon yourself. Just accept that things are changing and the seasons are changing and move forward accordingly, okay? It's all right to take breaks. All right, Scorpio. We have Two of Discs change. And the Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. Okay, here's the thing, Scorpio. You little demonic asses, right? The hate sign of the zodiac. It's not my personal hate sign, maybe because it's my rising and I actually like the fucking Scorpios in my life, but you are the hate sign. And so what I'm seeing with this combination is that is going to change. And you need to start self-identifying with your own softness and your own sweetness, okay? Open up a little. Show a little more affection. Be a little more loving. Be a your true water sign self. Okay? There's no need to be this dark, mysterious creature when actually all you want is a fucking hug and some validation. All right? Things change, and it's okay to connect with others instead of acting like you can't. We've got Sagittarius. We have the moon, which is Pisces. Some of you might be dealing with a Pisces or a water sign, but it's also dark times. So things might be a little hard for you right now, Sagittarius, but what are you manifesting from it? What are you getting out of it? What are you doing to combat it, right? With that, we have the graveyard, unnecessary fear. Whatever is going on, whatever's bringing these dark times, you are holding on to something very irrational. You're holding on to false, I almost said accusations. You're focused on all the wrong things right now. And you might be a little paranoid. You might feel a little shifty in your seat. But whatever it is, honestly, ignore it. Because it's unnecessary fear. It's not logical fear. It's unnecessary fear. So don't let that creep in because you're manifesting something big for yourself. Don't hold back and don't let it hold you back. So we have Capricorn. We've got the Star, which is Aquarius, and we've got Night Song, which is Hidden Talents. All right, Capricorn, it's your time to fucking shine. It's Sagittarius season. This is your time to prepare and get ready for Capricorn season, for the big holiday season, for the depths of winter and the iciness of your own soul. All right, we might even be looking at a timeline here. Things might start happening for you in Aquarius season, which is after Capricorn. It could also, something comes to you as a surprise, or it might be that you're focusing on yourself again, all right? Either way, you've got some hidden talents, and you need to start sharing with the world, okay? If you sing, sing louder, right? If you paint, paint more. If you write, keep writing. And maybe it's time to even share some of those things that you do, you know? Even if you're already doing something, maybe something new. Aquarius, I almost said Pisces, but this is Aquarius. We have the Five of Cups, which is disappointment, and hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Listen, here's the thing about Aquarius that we kind of all know. Very flighty, very non-committal, very likes to be everywhere all the time, very social, very aloof, right? And I'm not saying this for nothing. What I'm saying is this quarantine situation doesn't seem to be bothering anyone but you. It's holding you back, you think, okay? Very disappointed. You don't want to do this again. Totally get that. Everyone's a little disappointed, right? But this is the time where you need to make yourself a sacred space in your own space, okay? You need to learn to be comfortable at home and not escape your problems by going off and doing something else. You don't have that option, so you better get comfortable. All right, Pisces, we have Five of Discs, worry, and Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Okay, so Pisces, this Five of Discs, worry. You're a little worried about money. Who isn't? We just talked about that in the general reading. Like, everybody's pretty much worried about money right now, and I totally respect that. I totally get it. But I think you're missing some major parts of what is going on, maybe like around you. I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but the jack-o'-lantern being protection, it's all about taking that extra step and securing yourself financially, spiritually, however you need, all right? And try not to focus so much on your money woes. Ask people for help if you need it, but also protect yourself. Get a second job if you don't think this one's gonna last. Sell your artwork if you do it as a hobby, you know? Have a backup plan for sure. Don't stress too much. It's never worth the stress, okay? But protect yourself. Okay, so I did like a quick 1-minute reading for everyone. I hope that was kind of enough. I hope it was just like that one little push or that little sign that you needed. I am slightly tempted to see if there are any channeled messages. I'm not going to be very sign specific, but I'd like to just see if Spirit or anyone from the other side or anybody has anything to say. Vampire, emotional intelligence. I feel like that's been a pretty heavy theme for this reading today. If you started from the beginning anyways, you'd understand where I'm coming from, but know where your emotions are needed and know when they're too much, or know when you pouring out your energy is actually going to be beneficial for you, and know where you are pouring it into a void. Okay? Anything else? Spirit in the sky. I don't know why. That song popped in my head. I can't even think of the rest of it. Go on to the place that's the best. More praise, more singing, more gratitude. Okay? If you really want to beat this thing, I'm not ignorant. I believe in medicine. I believe in traditional Western as much as I believe in Eastern. I can't speak on that medically, but you know, traditional holistic and traditional medical, okay? It's a combination of the two, right? So I'm not saying that good vibes is going to cure us of a fucking deadly virus, but if you really want to see change, you really want to make a difference in this world, then you need to start being that change. And that's such a cliche, and it's the oldest saying in the book, right? But I'm for real when I tell you, wake up and sing your fucking praises. Spirit in the sky, don't know why, going to the place that's the best. Okay, that was a terrible rendition. I can't even tell you who sings that song. I'm sure if you Google Spirit in the Sky, you'll figure it out. Listen to that shit. Let spirit in you. Let it move you, right? Look in the mirror and say, God damn, you're beautiful. Look at your home and say, wow, I love living here. Do your work and say, God, I'm glad to have a job. And I'm not trying to curse with God's name. You can say it to God. God, I'm grateful, if you believe in God. Right? Dawn, the light after the darkness. How are you going to bring that light on if you're focused on the darkness? You know, it's something that's taken me years, and I still work on it. I combat intrusive thoughts. I combat negativity. I combat darkness all day long. And what even is darkness? I think I went on a tangent in one of my other videos about that. If you really want to bring on this new beginning rather than a collapse of the current situation with no resolution, right? Then you need to start being it in every waking moment of your goddamn day. You're eating food. Oh my God, this is delicious. This is the best thing I ever had. It's goddamn PB&J. Who cares? Who cares? It's delicious. You never know what meal is going to be your last. Unless you're like on death row and you have a last meal. You don't want that. Right? You don't want that. But treat it all like the sacred commodity that it is. Okay? Protect yourself spiritually so that you can focus on yourself physically. All right? Mindset is everything. And it took me a really, really long time to allow that to be truth for me, because I kind of always felt like it was bullshit, and I just thought, well, some people just have it easier, and it's mental illness, and blah, blah, blah. And all those things could very well be true. I'm not denying any of it. But do I see mad improvements when I stick to positivity, and when I stick to my affirmations, and when I do the damn thing, yes, massive improvements. You know? The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Let's see, somebody's trying to come in. Let's see if we got any special messages. John Lennon would like to remind everyone, yes, this is the revolution, but it is also the Renaissance. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, okay? Some people are on the front lines, they're protesting, they're fighting, and some people are even being killed for the name of this revolution, all right? Others are creating during this time, and they are putting out the art that keeps people sane, or they are the healers, the energy workers, right? Everybody's got a part to play, and some parts are a lot harder, and you need to be patient with those who are on the front lines of the revolution, your essential workers and your activists and even politicians. Sorry. We love AOC, right? But everybody's got a part to play. Respect it both ways. It's very easy for me to be like, I'm on the Renaissance front, right? And that's why I'm pushing here, like, be grateful for the revolutionists, okay? Because we're all a part of it, but it's sort of like two different worlds, okay? So don't get so caught up that you forget how hard people are working and fighting for all of us, okay? Anything else? No, it's stupid Spirit in the Sky song. You guys gotta listen to it. You gotta get your spirits up. It's a battle, and it's a mental battle. It's psychological warfare. It's spiritual warfare, okay? And if you don't see that, that's fine. Just know it's there, and know that there is so much that you can do to combat it without really having to do anything, okay? Just know that. And again, there are people who are in the physical realm, in the 3D realm, who are at battle. I am so grateful for them, standing up for what's right, fighting back, power to the motherfucking people, okay? Keeping it 100. Spider, community and web weaving. We've got to join forces, right? Respect both sides. Community. We have to be stronger. And also the spider thing. I think I went into that. There's like 5 spiders. Connect with your spider, right? Mine's John Lennon. I don't really know how it works. I don't know who the others are. I don't even know if I should have said this, but I did, and I'm going to post the fucking video. But community and web weaving. It's time to connect. It's time to recognize that we all do have these roles that we are participating in, and that each string of the web gives it its strength. And if you gotta catch a couple bodies, and so be it. No, I'm just kidding. It's horrible. It's not my vibe at all. I hope everybody gets to live forever, right? Even if they don't. It's about coming together and working together. All right? Love that. I do feel pretty good about this. I think that's... Oh, wow. Look what's still at the bottom of the deck. Werewolf. Wildness. Your truest form. And also taking these full moons seriously. Knowing that it's a very sacred time and it's very vibrant energy, and it's a good time to manifest, start over, set intentions, do rituals, go scream at it, howl at the moon, and run around naked with your witch friends, whatever you gotta do, really. Keep it wild, okay? Like a Pokemon. It's out in the wild. Any other last minute messages? I'm hearing, nailed it. I think that we're good. I think everybody's pretty satisfied here. Okay. All right. All right. So if you enjoyed the video or any of my videos, like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, fuckity bye. We'll be back in a couple days, maybe even tomorrow, for the elemental readings. They will be individual. I am looking forward to it, hopefully as much as you are. I can't really think of anything else, but yeah, Spirit in the Sky. Pretty much it. All right. It's all in your mind.